Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patanpra Loigina State Officials, Director General of Police, Aro Tinta District, Dimapur, Newland, Chumukedima Laga District Administration, Aro Naga Civil Societies, Illegal Immigrants Opode Aji meeting ekta luishe. Rhododendron Hall, Chumukidimate. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patanpra meeting te kothakwa homoy 5 months again Nagaland Inner Line Permit Implementation Committee ekta form kurigena ase aro itu committee laga report to state government e submit kurigena ase kushe.
We set up a committee for ILP implementation committee headed by me. So within 6 months we have to support our report. So we have already submitted our ILP committee to the state government. Now it is with the state government. It is not state government. It is some serious view to that. I mean, we have already submitted member committee to submit to the it very soon. With the consolidation of our civil societies, I'm going to do very serious. That is just for your knowledge. Now here, Yate Wa Assam, within 2 months, they have detected duplicate, false, Eto Atharta. More than 2,000-3,000 detect today. Here I fully support this GT association and other members who have raised this issue are women leaders. Obligation big issue ho ase. Aro ye to please don't blame only state government. It is a collective effort. I mean, so ek logo de mili kina edo काम करे success केले माने अमेरिकन ही invite करे ऐसे तो I must say that we are the one who inviting our illegal immigrants अपना लोगों दे अमीर लोगों दे एक बेटा ये तो पानी खेती थागेले we never do ourselves मियाँ कंगी माथी के ना कोली बोले अच्छी now as per my observation, I mean, first Indian generation it will face Korea. Our younger generation, I mean, it will sharte try to one day Nagaland will become like Tripura. It will be a short series, it will be a intermarriage. Moda मियाँ के शादी करे, आओ माइकी मियाँ लोगों शादी करे, सेमापरा मियाँ लोगों शादी करे, एक तो खान पीछे दे इधर आए, ये सब दे चाय से बोले, पैठना पाचाकन, कुछ क्यों हो, नागा हो ना मियाँ हो, ये दुनिया में serious time बोला है, इधर intermarriage problem हो बोला है. I appreciate Mogochung district. Mogochung de apnaman tadi. Ekta miya na thaki. Like that white government tadi kuribula se kuribo. Only be our civil society should be strong. I am staying in Merema village area. My travel house. Merema pustikan village council can key resolution pass kurigina. कौन ऑफिसर होती पब्लिक लीडर होती कौन तादी खोर पोना से मुस्लिम इलीगल इमिग्रेंट मियाँ खान आने की ना पोना से कोयले देखिले 50,000 फाइन मेरे माँ पोस्टी एरिया ते अपना में विजिट करे साथ एक तम मियाँ की बाबुना नहीं अमेरिकन मिस्री जो जाओ बोले 50,000 फाइन Our village council decision should be very strong. Even GPs, yes, you are agent of state government, positive. Colony day, apnang jaga day. Notun manuku nahi ase. Aje apnar khode ekta miya ase. Try posi try kena hele 20-30 family agito. Ito bra we did a collective effort to end this, to eradicate this illegal immigrants. Amikan ILD do khali Dimapur pe shono kore do. This is a swing from Delhi, from all Nagaland houses in the country. Delhi prabe show kore, Calcutta prabe show kore, Guwahati prabe show kore, Shillong prabe show kore do. Ito bra tadi amikan enaga kagus bra show kora podli. Online system kore mo kore ne to amin bhavna ase. Online kore se gelu konti bolabon nwari. Here in 1873, Bengal Eastern Revolution Act de thorile ito defaulter kandu 1,000 fine hai ase to. So 1,000 legena 5,000 already digena hit aidawa. So all these things we are studying this, we are examining this state government. We are going to come out very soon. So please, I request and appeal our NSF and TNS also that very soon this state government is going to take decision. It is under repair. Very soon. GOVT yade chimukit to. American Nagaland सबसे पुराना जेक के तो चिमिको तो बात नीचे का के नाज़ी तो. So we are going to explore very soon. itu berarti itu ayat man kota boleh lebih sok topik deh kia aja. But please differentiate about illegal immigrant and ILP. ILP kuat sok Hindu biasa deh. Itu berarti itu differentiate boleh kita. We will teach especially for illegal immigrants, Bangladeshi. Itu nani boleh tu akan sok proses boleh. दूसरा आयल देशों को रा हिंदू खान प्रादु जैन हिंदू खान प्रादु हम इंगे मन टिकर नहीं दिए तो आसो दो itu बांग्लादेशी का नाज़े तो याद है हम एक फैमिली आना तो ताई दोस्ता एकारो का आना तो इधर तो more than 60 फैमिली पाटा हुई है एक तो ब्राहे हम इंगान के खत्म करी बोला ऐसे let us all think seriously. Please don't depend only on state government. I mean, I'm sure if you look at the government, we should find out ways and means how to eradicate.
Meeting homoy DGP Rupin Sharma pra yakin dilaishe ki Bangladesh te jhamela hua pra manukhan state te ahija iku record nai ityatak. Tai aro koishe Poila kwa nishna dukan nohoile bi ghor laga tenants khan nimde registration system ekta rakhibole lage. Civil society organizations khan pra sarkar ke tai khan laga effort te pura support dibole show kurishe. Discussion time te Naga women hoho laga representative ekjun pra suggest kurishe ki bahar pra ahya khan ke biometric aro fingerprints khan nishna chulaile bhal hobo. Itu opor DGP koishe Inaga initiative khan nimite time lobo.
Firstly, I think the government should give the priority to, they should focus on identification, detection and deportation mechanism of these illegal immigrants. We have been discussing for years together regarding ILP, implementation of ILP. Oleh ILP tu, bisi sahaja pun out of the blue, kena harise, itu the reason is known to the government. Jadi ILP itu implement posasi kuribo boleh I think this is the right time for us and this is the right moment VIP strictly. And if at all the government is willing to set up a commission, I think that also it should have been taken up as early as possible with the support of the civil societies. Aru yade ahatu aminan Aadhaar card check koratu. Recently railway station the Aadhaar card kan check kori ase. To tade satu Aadhaar card to ene fake duplicate Aadhaar card also has been used. Ene dekha during the ULB election time debi Aadhaar card to bishi fake Aadhaar card print kurine chola bishi dekhiche. Itu pora ami suggest koratu. Ami la bhabana to if at all itu check kuribo strictly check kuribo kole the biometrics gadgets should be there. It should be given to the even to the civil societies who are on duty or even the students organization, police, administration. Taikati eku saman na thakile, eku gadget na thakile. Taikati ene kuribole ase. Duty to DC kuribole ase. Itubara, I would like to request the higher authority to implement, especially biometrics gadgets can kiki already take kuribole laga. Without this, even anybody can just come and show their Aadhaar card, just a fake Aadhaar card or a duplicate. They can just print it out from any printing press and they can just show this and if it is continue like this,
I'll just first touch on the illegal immigrants issue. An illegal immigrant could be a foreign national in India and by that by extension to Nagaland. In view of what has happened in Bangladesh, let me again reassure you that after the turmoil in Bangladesh, after the recent incidents in Bangladesh, we have not noticed any footfall into Nagaland after the turmoil. So I'm not saying of the past, I'm saying after the recent spate of incidents, we have not witnessed any footfall. The second is the issue of illegal immigrants per se and how we as a country or as a society and Nagaland per se handles all these incidents. Sadly, we are very lax in some of the things that we do throughout the country and also in Nagaland. I think we have mentioned this in one odd forum earlier, but let me mention this, how we go wrong and why we should not go wrong. About a month and a half back, there was an incident where a Chinese national was staying illegally in Nagaland. He had obtained all documents. His wife is a Naga. No, I will not name the tribe. Okay. A foreign national illegally in India without a passport, without a visa, is able to obtain even up to an Aadhaar card and an indigenous certificate. If this was to continue for a Chinese national, it could happen for anyone else. And we don't know for how many other people this has happened already. Okay. So I think firstly everybody needs to become more responsible in all this. While it is our primary duty to safeguard the safety and security of the country as well as the citizens, I think it is equally everybody's responsibility not to commit any wrong or crime or to help anyone who is committing a crime. So my first request is that everybody should be very, very careful in giving documents, identity documents to anyone within Nagaland if someone approaches you. While we all want to strengthen the system, I can be pretty sure that some of you have also raised these concerns that a lot of people are having indigenous certificates or local residency certificates or proofs or papers which have been obtained by them or rather procured by them at a cost or through bhai dosti. okay, either by payment of money or chinna mano as any. So I think we need to all tighten on these mechanisms. We just can't keep blaming others for it. Others includes government, but others includes other villages and other districts and others in the society also. I think we need to become very careful in what documentation, what papers we are issuing to others. The second is the issue of illegal immigrants, which we are in Nagaland more concerned about is illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. But I would say that any illegal immigrant is an illegal immigrant. That would also include an illegal Myanmarese immigrant, if that is the case. Okay. There is no legality, no difference between an illegal Myanmarese immigrant or a Bangladeshi immigrant or a Chinese or a Pakistani immigrant. They are all violating the law. So we need to be very careful. While ILP and illegal immigrants issue in this part of the state is more valid for the Bangladeshis probably. In the eastern side towards the border, it is equally valid probably for the Myanmarese nationals. Okay, so I know I'm talking to the Dimapur-based CSOs, but probably this message will go to everybody. So it's good that everybody knows that there is no difference in the law between an illegal immigrant from any place. Now, coming to the issue of illegal immigrants, most of the people who are coming to Nagaland as Indian nationals, whichever community they come to, except for those who are from Nagaland, they would be coming from other places. Okay? So, the first stop for them to procure documents or obtain documents legally or illegally is outside Nagaland. It is not within Nagaland, it is outside Nagaland. Whether those documents are genuine or forged, it is difficult to ascertain. I don't think that any state except Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram has so much of focus on the ILPs also. Okay, it is a particular problem that we face. Maybe Assam for a different reason, but your suggestion is well taken that we can request the Assam government or other state government. But the importance that we attach to this issue, other states may or may not attach. So even if the DC to DC communication or other communication takes place, getting a response from that end is quite difficult. And I'm saying this based on an experience of many years in Nagaland. I think even Nagaland government has tried in the past to get documents verified from Assam and other places. We sort of rarely get a response. And Singh said this here, he would vouch for what I am saying. So these are issues, but that doesn't mean that we will not make enough efforts. I think we will try to put better systems in place so that we can get documents verified. We'll discuss it in-house within the state government. But a few other things I wanted to mention. Coming back to the ILP issue. The state government had set up a committee. The committee has set up its report, which would be under consideration. However, the major practical problem that we face in Nagaland is, personally, even as DGP, I would say is not check gates or anything, but it is checking. Okay, it's checking per se, not check gates. If you erect check gates at the roads, there is nothing which prevents people from coming through the fields and other areas. Okay, you cannot fence all the boundaries. So the issue is checking. Now, what happens is in Nagaland or for Nagaland, I think there would be at least 40-50 authorities which would be authorized to issue or renew ILPs. Okay, I'm just giving you a very practical example. Although the state government has started an online system, which is much better, but I think we need to speed up the online system of ILPs. Without that, what happens is if you issue an ILP in a physical form, I'll give you an example. For example, if an ILP is issued in a physical form in Shillong, okay, how does the, say, DC Peren or OC Peren or Jaluki or say someone in Mon know whether the document is genuine or whether the signature is genuine on the document? Okay, so these are practical problems. I think for this, the state government is trying to improve the online ILP system. Once that happens, I think that will happen very soon. I don't want to go into details because the matter is still under consideration. But there are real serious efforts to improve the system, where the system of online issuing of ILPs will be strengthened. The law enforcement agencies, the police and the district administration, government agencies will have a centralized data bank from where to verify whether an ILP is genuine or not, what is the period of validity of the ILP, and so for example, if the ILP is valid for 15 days, then whether the person is going back in 15 days or is staying beyond that, and along with that, the system of imposing fines and punishments will come. Okay, so all these systems are being taken care of. Give us some time. I think more systems will improve in due course. I think the women who mentioned about fingerprints and biometrics, your suggestion is well taken, but there is an issue. With what do we check the fingerprints? With what database do we compare a fingerprint? Okay, I'm not saying it should not be done. Obviously, it should be done. But to check whether a fingerprint or a biometric is genuine, there has to be a back-end database with which to check. I don't know when it will happen and how it will happen, but maybe in the ideal situation we can work towards that. How then will happen, it will take some time, but it will, maybe that could be thought of over a period of time. So I think this is also a right time in Nagaland that if we start a tenant registration thing where the landlord as well as the tenants throughout the state should, I would prefer if it happens voluntarily. They should voluntarily register. The landlords and the tenants should voluntarily register. If not voluntarily, maybe we could think of imposing fines on this. This will have multiple advantages. Besides knowing, it is not just then confined to the ILP. ILP becomes the second layer of that. The first layer is your tenants. Okay, whether it is a tenant of in a shop or a house, or as we were talking in the morning that in some of the foothills areas, people have migrated to Kohima and Dimapur, and it's just the tillers who are people not indigenous who are staying there and cultivating the lands. All this data we will be able to gather quickly, and then it will help us to check who are actually having a permit or not, and what is the purpose of a permit if it has been issued to them. I would want to request you that if you could also sort of join us and help us to start a registration system. If the civil society is willing, it is not for us, it is for everybody's benefit. If you help us, if you join us, I think we could do it faster. Because it takes two hands to clap. One is the government and the police which will clap. We'll put one hand if the civil society and the public joins with the other hand, the system can be implemented very quickly.